Today I want us to look at a particular faulty ideology that is called the dualistic thinking. Now, this dualistic thinking communicates that there is a realm of life called the secular life, and there is another realm of life called the spiritual life. So there is a category of Christians who think that spiritual work, evangelism, soul winning, the things we do in church, worship, singing, are more important than secular work, the things we do in our professional occupation. Matthew chapter 22 verse 17. Give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and give to God what belongs to God. Priscilla, this is why I'm saying that this dualistic thinking is one of the greatest evils that have happened to Christianity in the 20th century and currently in the 21st century. Now the question now becomes, which aspect of life has Caesar gotten authority that God has given Caesar authority over? The answer is in the text. Jesus said, whose image is on the coin? Okay. Then they said, it is Caesar. Then he said, okay, the places that carries the image of Caesar is under Caesar's authority.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes.
That is to say, when it comes to our economy and our money and the flow of currency in a society or a nation, the person that has been given rights of authority over that to take taxes is the king, those in authority, those that have been placed over us. Even God recognizes it. So who belongs to God? The one that carries the image of God. Who carries the image of God? Man. Okay, now let's come to Caesar. Is Caesar a human being or is a robot?
He's a man.
He's a man. So if the coin carries the image of Caesar, and because the coin carries Caesar's image, the coin should be given to Caesar. And Caesar, who is a man, who is made in God's image, then must be given to who? God. Indirectly, which realm of life is outside the control of God? None. Now, because of secularism and this dualistic thinking, people don't interpret the Bible like this. Then they will say, let's give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and give to God what belongs to God. And we don't go ahead to find out what are those things that belong to God. So the question becomes, what are those things that belong to God? Number one, religion belongs to God. Number two, family belongs to God. Number three, education belongs to God. Number four, arts and entertainment belongs to God. Number five, media belongs to God. Number six, politics belongs to God. Number seven, business belongs to God. Why? Because human beings are there. And so far as human beings are there, the human beings belongs to God, and God determines what the human beings do in that field of life. So how do we solve this issue of secular work, spiritual work divide? There is a biblical concept and principle that says that the world is a universal temple. Please, 1 Kings chapter 17, verse 1. Elijah is telling us that as a man who has come to talk to the king, he is not just talking to the king as a human being standing in front of another human being, and the only people that are present is Ahab and himself. No. Elijah is saying that as I'm talking to you, you are seeing me. Ahab, I'm also seeing you. There is also another being that is also here with us. You may not know. It is God. And I am standing before him and I'm talking to you. Pastor, this was revolutionary for me. Because later in the Bible, I came to understand that this statement of Elijah was not just a metaphorical statement or something that is supposed to be unique to Elijah. This is something that's supposed to be unique to every human being. So that, Pastor Sheila, as you sing, you are not just singing it to the congregation. You are singing to the congregation, standing before God. Okay. As you cook, you are not the only one in the kitchen. You are cooking in the kitchen, standing before God. Wonderful. If a teacher is teaching in the classroom, he's not just teaching the students, he's teaching the students, standing before God. As a driver, you are not just driving the passengers, you are driving the passengers, standing before God. Wonderful. So as a human being, your worship to God is not just what you do in church. From Monday to Saturday, everything you are doing is supposed to be a worship to God.